Hello everyone, welcome back to iFashi. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to iFashi. Today we'll be learning how to make a palazzo pant and how to patch Ankara. So we have two things to learn in this video: how to make a palazzo pant trouser and how to patch different types of Ankara together to make one fabric that you can then make your skirt or pants or boo-boos from. Now, let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is to have your different Ankara patches. It could be from pieces that you've worked over time, or you could just go to the market and buy 2 yards of different types of Ankara and cut them into pieces. When I just started, I started working with pieces from clients, but when others started coming in, I had to start going to the market to get different types of Ankara that I know that can work together. Then I started cutting them into pieces. For this particular pant project, I'll be using a box of 7 inches. Your box could be bigger, your box could be smaller, depends on how you want it. So this my box I'm going with is 7 inches on both the length and the width. So I'll just go ahead and use this particular one to cut out other different pieces that I'll be cutting out. Then after cutting, and this is what we have, plenty of it. I'm just showing you this one. And then the next thing is to arrange them on the floor. The essence of this arrangement is for you to make sure a particular type of fabric is not too close to each other. So it's from this arrangement that you'll be picking up to go and join together one after the other before it will now make a full fabric. Now, in order for you not to get confused when you're joining these pieces together, you have to use a pin to secure each line down. So this fabric has been arranged line after line. So I'm going to introduce a pin and pin these two together. After pinning these two together, I'll go ahead and pin the next two together as well. After pinning these next two together, I'll now pin these two to these first two that I pinned, so that I will know that after this is this. So I'll just go ahead and pin everything you're seeing here. While you are pinning, make sure you are placing the good sides of both fabric together, so that when you are sewing, you will not sew the wrong side of the fabric. Now we'll go to the sewing machine to start joining, and because you have pinned them together, you would not be confused. After joining one line, the first line will be joined to the second line. You keep it going until you're done with the number of fabrics you want to join. Now that we are done joining this first line together, we have another line that we have already joined as well. So I'm going to teach you how to join this one to the other one. So you're going to place the good sides of both of them together and then make a straight joining all the way down. If any of your cutting is not straight, straighten it while you are joining these lines together, so that it will not affect you when you're cutting. For example, this particular grain that is pushed out, so you cut it to make sure it is straight and aligned. Then you go ahead and join these two together. Now after joining these two together, if you have done other lines, join all of them together. You will now have a wide fabric that you can go ahead and start cutting whatever you're sewing on top. Now you have your Ankara patches. Mind you, if you want to make these Ankara patches, make sure to use original Ankara, the cotton type of Ankara. You don't want to go and get the cheaper one, and one of them might have the tendency to wash. So when you now go through all of this stress to make a particular style or a pant or skirt, and then you wear it, now it's time to wash it. One of them will wash and spoil the others. So that's why it's good to go for the original cotton Ankara to give you a lasting outfit. Now that we are done joining all our pieces together, we now have a wide Ankara fabric, different types of Ankara patched together in one. It is very beautiful. You can mix same color or different types of Ankara. It's completely your choice. So the next thing we're going to do now is to give it a very good press. Iron it very well because we did a lot of stitching. So you don't want it to start swelling when you are cutting to avoid squeezes or gaping. So give it a very solid steam, give it a very good steam press to flatten all of those stitches that we made. Now after ironing, we'll now go ahead and cut out our pants. Now, the pattern of the pant trouser we'll be cutting out today has already been uploaded on the channel. The link is on the description box, so you can go ahead and watch it there to know how we cut this pant trouser. This pant pattern is very helpful. If you have issues with your crotch, if you know that your pants trouser always come out squeezed on the crotch line, the drafting of this pant trouser is your solution to that problem. So go ahead and watch it so that you know how we cut this pattern. So I'll go ahead and place it on top of the fabric now and then secure it down with a pin. Then I'll put my seam allowance to the sides. This particular pant we are cutting has a wide bottom. It has a wide leg on the down part. So I'm going to add 1 inch to the hip part and 2 inches to the crotch part on the down part. Now, if you watch closely, I added 2 inches allowance on the crotch part from the down all the way to the knee point. That's because this trouser is wide on the down parts. After the knee line upwards, I added 1 inch allowance. Then on the hip part, I added 1 inch allowance all the way down. This totally depends on how wide you want your own to be. When we were drafting this pattern, we already drafted it as a palazzo pant, but it is not so wide. Then this Ankara palazzo pant, I want it wider. That's why I added 1 inch on the hip part and 2 inches on the crotch part all the way to the knee. Now go ahead and cut it out. I'll repeat the same thing for the back piece as well. Now we're done cutting the back and the front. As you can see, I bent down 2 inches on the waistline because I'll be cutting out my waistband separately. That's why I folded the paper with 2 inches because I'll cut my 2 inches waistband later. Now I'll go ahead and remove the pins from this fabric and remove the pattern paper, and then we'll go ahead and start joining the pant trouser. Now the first thing we're going to do is to pin down the crotch parts of the front and the back Then we'll go to the sewing machine and join it together so that the front piece will be one and the back piece will be one. So I'll go to the sewing machine, use the 1-inch seam allowance that I added when I was cutting. I'll use it to join it down, facing the good side of the fabric together. I'll join the crotch part down on both the front and the back. Then I'll be right back to show you guys. So now that we're done joining the front crotch together and the back crotch together, the next thing I'm going to do is to open it up to place the two good sides of the fabric facing each other. I'll place the front down and I'll place the back on top. Now we are going to join the crotch first before we join the hip part. We are not joining the hip part yet because we are going to fix a pocket on this pant trouser. So I'm going to start with joining this crotch part. I'll face it together like this, making sure that my joining is together. Then I'll sew it all the way down on both sides. Now that we are done joining this crotch part all the way down, this is what we have. The remaining thing for us to do is to join the sides. But before we do that, I said it before that we're going to fix our pockets. So we have a video of how to fix pockets on the channel. The video is already pinned as well. The next thing I'm going to show you now is this waistband that I'll be using for this pant trouser. This waistband, the back part of this waistband is elastic, while the front is the normal waistband, no elastic. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to fix these two types of waistband together. So you place the elastic inside of the front band, secure it down with a pin like this and on both sides, and you stitch it down using your 0.5 allowance that you placed when you were cutting the band. Then after stitching it down, you flip it over. This is what you're going to have. It's going to be neatly joined together on the sides like this. The back will be elastic and the front will be flat. I don't want the front of my pants squeezed because elastic waist has this squeeze effect on pants. So it's only the back that will be elastic, but the front will be straight band. So after joining the elastic together like this, you now join the back to the back piece of the pant and join the front to the front piece of the pant. But before we do that, we're going to close the sides, fix our pockets and close the sides first. So we'll come back to the waistband later. Now I'll show you how to cut a pocket. Fold your fabric into two as you can see in the video. The basic pocket is 12 inches long or 11 inches long. The length is 11 inches. While you go in with 7 inches, you join with 1 and it will end up being 6 inches. And then you use your curve rule to curve it all the way to the 12 inches that you marked as the length. That is all. It's very simple. Cutting pocket is very simple. So you cut two of these to give you your left pocket and your right pocket. Then after cutting, you go ahead and place it on the fabric, join it together on it like this, one side to the back, one side to the front, before we go ahead and close the sides of our pants. Then I'll be right back to show you guys after that. If you don't know how to fix a pocket, the link to the video is on the description box. So I'll be right back to show you guys when I'm done. Now we're done joining our pockets and then joining the sides as well. So I've attached the pockets and I joined the hip line straight down. So the remaining thing now is to fold this down part, then I'll use a hemming gum to iron it to be very neat. Now before we do that, we're going to go ahead and fix the waistband. This waistband, like I said earlier, the elastic will go to the back and the straight part will go to the front. Now for you to get your middle, you have to fold the waistband into two, the front part and notch the middle. Fold the elastic part as well into two, notch the middle. So you're going to use a pin to pin down this middle point to the midpoint of your trouser as well. Then you join it to the left and to the right. While the elastic part, you also start your joining from the sides or from the back, making sure that the notched part is the part that will fall on the middle of your trouser. I'll be right back after joining it. Now this is what I have after joining my waistband, neatly joined, and then the down part of the trouser has been neatly ironed with my hemming gum as well. I've also gone ahead to iron the whole part of the trouser to make it very neat. And here is the result of our Ankara Palazzo Pant Trouser. Remember to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Also let us know in the comment section what you'd like us to post next, and I'll see you guys in my next video.